I'll get that sent out. On you. Very sorry about that. I do know what happened. The Wi-Fi went funny on us again, unfortunately, so must apologise for that. Very sorry that it's gone funny on us again. We thought we'd solved our issues, but they're like gremlins in the system. They always seem to pop up. So Adrian's just loading up the next slide on the PowerPoint, and I think we're good to go. So we'll move on to logo number two, logo number 2. So I'll give you a moment to think about that. I'll go on to number 3, I think, now.
Number 3?
Yeah. So this is logo number 3. So what business logo brand is this? No, don't treat it like that. And we shall move on to number 4. This is logo number 4. So what brand is this from? And we'll move on to number 5, I think it is. Logo number 5. And then logo number 6. What brand is this from? What is something recognised? And logo number 7. What brand is this from? And number 8.
Be very specific with that one.
Why? And this is, next up is logo number 9. So what logo is this? What company is this from? And the final one of this round, what logo is this? I'll give you a moment to think about that. Okay, so we'll move on. So as we've had every week, someone sharing a word with us, This week it's slightly different. There's a video that I came across earlier this year that is a testimony of a man on YouTube. Testimony is basically sharing about your life, your story with Jesus. And I love this testimony. I think it's a very powerful testimony of how someone can change so much in their life, from being what this person was to what they are now. So I think it's a real blessing for us as Christians to see testimonies like this, to see that God does work mightily and powerfully. But as well, for anyone who might be watching tonight that isn't a Christian, it's something for you to watch, to see that it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, what you might do, anything like that. God will work in your life, and you can come to know God no matter who you are. So we'll play that now.
And I couldn't handle being told what to do, couldn't handle prison officers mucking me about. When I went out on association, I got a prison officer and I stabbed him. And then this led to me going into maximum security prisons, being put on CSC. It's where they feed you through a hatch in the door. There's no physical contact, so they have to have riot shields and riot gear on. And that was my life for a long, long time, basically. And I just was going from prison to prison, prison to prison. But then I ended up going to Long Lartin in Worcestershire. And when I was in there, I ended up going in an alpha course. Never heard of an alpha course, didn't know anything. And I just remember walking in because it sent me down. I sat down on a chair and I thought, oh no, it's a Christian thing. And we'd just go there every week and I would argue. And the pastor, I remember he come to me. He said, right, I'm going to say a few scriptures first before we pray. And one of them was, no one's righteous, not one. We all fall short of the glory of God. And then he said the verses about Jesus and explained a bit why he died on the cross for sinners and stuff. And then he said, pray. So I started praying. And I said, God, if you're real, come into my life because I hate who I am. And nothing happened. But then, as I was talking to the pastor, I started to feel this energy feeling in my stomach. And it started to raise up and raise up and raise up and raise up. And I just broke out into uncontrollable tears. Right there. Because that was a change in my whole life. I knew God was real. And no one will change that now. And then I remember running on the wing. People clearly knew that I would become a Christian. So I actually helped them on another 2 alpha courses. And then I got released. I've been in a prison where because you would have thought that the prison where I stabbed the prison officers would have been the last prison to have me. But they were the first. That's how God works. The best thing for me is going in prisons and helping the lads in prison and trying to tell them about God. I've got 4 kids and then my life. And what upsets me is because now I know that back then, if I had the kids, they wouldn't have had a good upbringing. And now they sit on the night and have Bible studies with their dad. Bible study with a dad, have a life, a beautiful, and my life. Is probably my wife and my kids are the best gift, that, apart from the grace God's given me, is the best gift He'll ever give me. Didn't expect to cry like that. Recovered now.
Okay, so yeah, it's a real challenge and a real blessing to be able to watch that testimony of Shane. I hope it's been a blessing and a challenge to you this evening, just how it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done in this life, you know, God can use each and every one of us. It doesn't matter who we've done. He was a man who, you know, tried to kill several people, was a real bad person, and yet God still worked in and through his whole life. And it can be the same for you this evening. So please do get in touch if you want to know more, if you want to ask questions or anything like that, because we'd love to help and support you and chat with you at this time. We'll fly through the answers, so hopefully they'll come maybe full screen, I'm not sure. So round one was general knowledge. So question one was, where's the least visited country in the world? And the answer was B, Tuvalu. Question number two, Mrs. Calment is the oldest person to have ever lived. She was 122 years old. Question number three, the highest grossing film of all time is Gone with the Wind.
Adjusted for inflation.
Adjusted for inflation. Question four, Henry VIII's last wife was D, Catherine Parr. Question five, Hatton Garden burglary. The value of that haul was B, £200 million. Question number six, the longest river in the world is A, the Nile. Question number seven, the most spoken language in the world is B, Mandarin Chinese. Question eight, the collective noun for a group of giraffes is B, a tower. Question number nine, how many US presidents have been assassinated? That would be C, 4 presidents. And final one of this round, the name of the document that achieved peace in Ireland is D, the Good Friday Agreement. Round number two, sporting nicknames. Nickname number one, the Wally with the Brolly. That nickname is from Steve McLaren, the ex-England manager. The Notorious, their nickname is, the person's real name is Conor McGregor, the UFC fighter. Nickname number three, El Loco, is Marcelo Bielsa, who is a football manager. Nickname of number four, Black Mamba, is Kobe Bryant, the basketball player. Nickname number five, Dr. Steelhammer, is Vladimir Klitschko, the boxer. Nickname number six, Wolfie, is of course darts star Martin Adams. Nickname number seven, El Apache, is a footballer Carlos Tevez. Nickname number eight, the Crafty Cockney, is Eric Bristow. Number nine, the Black Spider, is Lev Yashin. And final one of this round, Billy Whiz, is Jason Robinson, the rugby union and league star who won the World Cup with England in 2003. And round number three, the logo round. So logo number one was Wilson, so like Wilson Sports, Wilson Tennis. Number two is Starbucks, a coffee chain. Number three is Hyundai, the car manufacturers. Number 4 is SanDisk, I think. Yeah, SanDisk. You do like USB sticks and things like that, computing stuff. Number 5, I think this one is Kia Ora, the drink. Next one is EA Sports, the game manufacturers, I suppose we call them. Number 8, I think, is Hollister, the clothing brand. The next one is Sky. So you need Sky just like that. You can't have Sky Sports, Sky TV, anything like that. It's just Sky. This one is a very well-known gardening company, Rosendale Gardening Services.
Never heard of them.
Thought I'd throw a cheeky one in there. Final one of this round is Ancestry, the DNA online family tree builder people. Okay, so on to round number 4. Two rounds left here. So I'll just catch up with my paperwork. Oh, it's chilly. So, round number 4, the geography round. Question number 1. The M1 motorway is how many miles long? Is it A, 152 miles, B, 177 miles, C, 193 miles, or D, 202 miles? So the M1 motorway is how many miles long? A, 152 miles, B, 177 miles, C, 193 miles, or D, 202 miles. I'll give you a moment there. And question number 2. Which stretch of water separates Anglesey and Wales? A, the Menai Strait, B, the Irish Sea, C, the Severn Strait, or D, Lake David? So which stretch of water separates Anglesey and Wales? A, the Menai Strait, B, the Irish Sea, C, the Severn Strait, or D, Lake David? Give you a moment there. Just remind me if you've got any problems, anything like that, please do text and let us know. I don't know what the feed is like. It may be a bit jaggedy. Hopefully it's not. But we'll move on to question 3. Question 3, what's the world's biggest port? Is it A, the port of Qingdao, B, the port of Rotterdam, C, the port of Singapore, or D, the port of Shanghai? So what is the world's biggest port? A, the port of Qingdao, B, the port of Rotterdam, C, the port of Singapore, or D, the port of Shanghai? Give you a moment there. And moving on to question number 4. Which island would you visit to kiss the Blarney Stone? Is it A, the Falkland Islands, B, Gibraltar, C, Ireland, or D, Jersey? So which island would you visit to kiss the Blarney Stone? A, the Falklands, B, Gibraltar, C, Ireland, or D, Jersey? And moving on to question number 5. On an OS map with a scale of 1 to 25,000, how many inches represent 1 mile? I've done this question wrong. Oh no. No, I haven't. Sorry, no. No, I'm right. Sorry about that. I'm confusing myself. So on an OS map with a scale of 1 to 25,000, how many inches represent 1 mile. So A, 2.5 miles, B, 0.25 miles, C, 25 miles, or D, 250 miles. Yeah.
How many miles are represented by 1 inch?
Yeah, apologies for the wording of this question, everyone. So we'll move on to question number 6. Oh yes. So for the next 5 pictures, next 5 questions are our pictures, and basically, so the questions will go full screen. So there's 5 different places I've got a picture of, and all I need you to do is name what it is. So, you know, there are obvious landmarks, or they're an area. The first sort of 2 or 3 are easy-ish, you should know them. The fourth one is a bit tougher, and the final one is pretty tough, but we'll see how you go. So the first one, question 6, is going to come up full screen now. Already up? Oh. So all I want you to do is to name me, give me the name of this, is it a monument? I don't know what we call it. Give me what, when you look at this picture, what name comes to mind? It's fairly easy, that one, isn't it, I think. And moving on to number 7. So what landmark is this? Okay, moving on to number 8. So where is